Alright, so you're thinking about moving to Australia, but not just anywhere. You're considering the regional pathway. That's a smart move. Because let's be real, Sydney and Melbourne are great, but unless you've got a money tree growing in your backyard, they're expensive. Regional Australia, on the other hand, more affordable, great lifestyle, and bonus. Australia really wants you to move there. So let's talk about regional migration visas. First things first, what even is a regional visa? A regional visa is basically Australia's way of saying, hey, we need skilled workers, but how about you settle outside the big cities? It's designed to encourage people like you, skilled, ambitious, ready to contribute, to live and work in places that actually need more people. And if you play your cards right, it can be a pathway to permanent residency. Types of regional visas. Now, there are a couple of major regional visa options you need to know about. 1. Subclass 491 Skilled Work Regional Provisional Visa. This one lets you live, work, and study in designated regional areas for up to 5 years. It's points tested, which means you need to qualify based on things like age, English skills, work experience, and occupation. You'll need either nomination from a state territory government or sponsorship from an eligible relative living in a regional area. And the golden ticket? After 3 years of living and working in a regional area, you could be eligible for permanent residency via the Subclass 191 visa. 2. Subclass 494 Skilled Employer Sponsored Regional Provisional Visa. This one is for people who have a job offer from an employer in regional Australia. You need at least 3 years of work experience in your occupation. Your employer must be an approved sponsor, and like the 491, this visa is also a pathway to PR. What counts as regional Australia? So you might be wondering, where exactly is regional Australia? Great question. It's basically everywhere except Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane. That means cities like Adelaide, Perth, Hobart, Darwin, and Canberra are all considered regional. Even the Gold Coast, so don't imagine yourself living in the middle of the outback wrestling kangaroos. You could be sipping coffee in a trendy cafe in Adelaide, or hanging out by the beach in Newcastle. Why should you consider a regional visa? Now let's talk about why choosing a regional visa for Australia could be an incredible opportunity for you. 1. Easier to get in. Since the Australian government is actively encouraging migration to regional areas, the requirements for these visas are often more relaxed compared to the standard skilled migration visa. This means you may have a better chance of qualifying, even if you don't meet the stricter criteria for other visa pathways. 2. Priority processing. Because Australia is eager to boost population growth in regional locations, applications for regional visas often receive priority processing. This means your visa could be approved faster, allowing you to move and start your new life sooner than you would with other visa options. 3. Lower cost of living. One of the biggest advantages of moving to a regional area is affordability. Compared to major cities like Sydney or Melbourne, the cost of living, including housing, groceries, and transportation, is significantly lower. Your money stretches further, improving your quality of life. 4. Pathway to permanent residency. Regional visas often provide a direct path to permanent residency. If you meet the necessary conditions, such as living and working in the region for 3 years, you can apply for PR, making it a great long-term option. 5. More job opportunities in certain fields. Some industries have higher demand in regional areas, meaning you could face less competition for jobs than in major cities. If your profession is on the regional occupation list, you might find more opportunities and faster career growth. 6. The application process, aka, let the paperwork begin. Alright, if you're still with me, that means you're actually considering this move, so let's break down how you actually apply. Check if your occupation is on the list. Australia has a skilled occupation list for these visas. If your job is on it, you're in business. Get a skills assessment. This is where a relevant authority checks that your qualifications and experience match Australian standards. Submit an expression of interest. Think of this like a Tinder profile for immigration, because when you submit your EOI through Skill Select and a state, territory, or employer likes what they see, they might invite you to apply. Get nominated or sponsored. If you're going for the 491, you need either a state territory nomination or sponsorship from an eligible relative. If you're doing the 494, your employer needs to back you. Apply for the visa. Once invited, it's time to submit your visa application with all your documents. Also, processing times vary, but if all goes well, you'll have that golden ticket to regional Australia in hand. Common questions and misconceptions. 1. Do I have to stay in a regional area forever? Nope. For the 491 visa, you need to live and work regionally for 3 years before applying for PR, and after that, you can live wherever you like. 2. Is regional Australia just farms and small towns? Not at all. Many regional cities are just as vibrant as the bigger ones, with great restaurants, nightlife, and career opportunities. 3. Can I bring my family? Yes, your partner and kids can come along, and they'll have the same visa conditions as you. 4. What if I lose my job? If you have a 491 visa, you need to find another job in the regional area to stay compliant. For a 494, your employer is sponsoring you, so if things go south, you may need a new sponsor or a different visa. Important points to remember. Moving to a regional area in Australia isn't just about securing a visa. It's an opportunity to create a fulfilling and balanced life. If you're looking for a slower pace, a stronger sense of community, or a smoother path to permanent residency, regional Australia might be the perfect choice for you. Life outside the major cities comes with many benefits. You'll enjoy fresh air, less congestion, and a more affordable cost of living. Many regional areas also offer great job opportunities, especially in industries like healthcare, education, and agriculture. Plus, the government provides incentives for migrants to settle in these areas, making the process even more attractive. Beyond career opportunities, regional living fosters a great work-life balance. Imagine finishing work and heading to the beach, exploring national parks, or simply enjoying a relaxed evening in a tight-knit community. You'll find friendly locals, cultural diversity, and a lifestyle that values well-being. So, are you ready to leave the hustle and bustle behind for a new adventure in regional Australia? Whether you're considering your visa options or just exploring a fresh start, this could be the change you've been looking for. Got questions? Drop them in the comments. We're happy to help. And if this information was useful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more tips on making your Australian dream a reality. See you in regional Australia.